No, no, no. No, just no. Just no. I mean, I think we all know why I'm reacting like this to such information. This man is a sociopath. This man is a complete manipulator, a scumbag in every right. He's the most dishonest YouTuber on the platform. Everything he says is manipulative. He is constantly trying to manipulate his viewers, and as he admitted in the video I was watching last time, that his fan base is mostly children, so I think he knows that he is able to manipulate the few people that are left watching his horrible content. What the hell is going on? So Twitter has gone with ONISION'S. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Jesus Christ, let's roll that intro. Okay, just before we begin, I want to say I am melting in England. It is very, very warm. Very warm indeed. It's quite fitting that I have a Cali shirt on. It is boiling. So if I start melting throughout the video, then that's why. Okay, let's dismantle some... Just to switch things up, we are mainly going to be looking at Twitter today, because that is where you can find all the juicy hypocrisies and contradictions and double standards. So, it should be great. We've got a few topics and themes we're going to be looking at. We have manipulation, deception, and projection. We are then going to be taking a look at his argument about Blair White and underdeveloped bodies, and then of course we are going to be covering the accusations on Shane Dawson that, I mean, I know he said some stuff about it, but I didn't think he'd actually go full on, he is genuinely a... It's insane. So first, let's get this out of the way. Let's talk about Blair White and the whole thing around underdeveloped bodies. Let us take a look at Twitter. Might I add, these messages only cover a few days. I mean, he is a rampant Twitter addict, which he has admitted himself, but is on some next level thing. So he is talking about a clip someone posted where he's in an argument with Blair White, and he's discussing why it's acceptable to be attracted to underdeveloped bodies. And what he says in the Twitter post is, right now there is a clip that violently cuts off, at exactly the wrong time to make it look like I'm saying something I'm not. Here's the full version of the clip where clearly I said nothing wrong, and Miss Blair White apparently thinks flat-chested adult women are unacceptable. Below this we have, I said small-chested women were just as valid and attractive as large-chested women. Since saying that, I've been called a countless times for that statement. You people are a disgrace. Flat-chested adult women are just as beautiful. This is pure manipulation. He is absolutely, and this is funny, because ONISION bangs on about these people are taking things out of context. You are taking this out of context to make it seem like you're not in the wrong here. What he's done is he's changed the context to make it about flat-chested women, which is not at all the point that is being made here. And it doesn't matter that it was violently cut off. You don't say anything that makes it better. Yes, he says about mature women, etc., etc., but he said there's nothing wrong with being attracted to underdeveloped bodies. Not small-chested women, underdeveloped. There is a big difference, my friends. There is a very big difference. So what he's doing is he is twisting the context of this situation to make it seem like he's not in the wrong and that we are all a disgrace for saying that. And what he's doing here is he's trying to get his fans to basically back him up. By claiming that we are a disgrace, his fans are going to rally behind him and say, hey, wait a minute, yeah, they are wrong. ONISION is right in this situation because you've just lied to everyone about the context of this. The fact that it gets violently cut off has nothing to do with anything. And this is not the only time you've talked about this. So, that's that. I just wanted to make this point because it's ridiculous. This tweet is a funny one. I've only just noticed this. It says, older women can be so beautiful. The experience is intimidating and exciting, but also the physical beauty, it remains for a very long time. Please don't act like once you turn 30, you're no longer attractive. For a lot of women, that's mostly up to your attitude and self-care. Okay, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm pretty sure he only posted this to deflect and to make it seem like he's attracted to older women and not young children, like what is clearly the case here. This is absolute projection, absolute deflection. He's doing all of this just to further reinforce that Shane Dawson is a rampant, which is disgusting. It's the most absurd thing I've ever bloody heard. So here we have another Twitter message where he's twisting the context. It says, yo everyone, someone told me a picture of someone had an 18-year-old in it and I said they're not ugly. Turns out they lied by 2 years. Crap, sorry for not calling you ugly, lock me up, I done goofed. So it's lucky I just managed to get the screenshot for this message because it's now been deleted. I'll let you decide what that means. So he's completely twisting this. The point has nothing to do with the way that you rated the girl. If we actually look at the message, which he's kindly put here, it says, well, thanks for saying I'm not ugly, but I never posted those pictures of me to your forum. I am also 16, so I do feel pretty awkward right now. Yeah, what's that got to do with her being not ugly? We're not annoyed at you because you rated her in that way. We're annoyed at you because she never posted those pictures to your forum. You should never post, this is the thing, you have no clue about privacy unless it's about yourself, because of course you love those double standards. So yeah, you've completely twisted the point of this, but I'm glad that you posted this with it because that's pretty disgusting, mate. No matter how you got those images, you shouldn't just post it. And here you say that someone told you that a picture of this girl was 18. Turns out they lied by 2 years. Who lied? Who are you talking about? Because how did you get these pictures? If some random person gave you these pictures of someone else and said they were 18, you really shouldn't be posting them without that person's permission. And this makes me think, well, this is one instance where someone speaks up about it. What about the countless amounts of times that people haven't spoken about these things? Like the point I tried to make, which is how you destroy the confidence of plenty of incredibly young girls, and you make... See, this is the thing. You were trying to act like you're into mature girls stuff, but you would happily rate a child on how attractive they are, knowing that they're a child. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We should probably now move on to these ridiculous accusations. So for those of you that don't know, and I'd be surprised if you didn't know this by this point, but ONISION has made some wild accusations about Shane Dawson regarding a couple of small clips. See, this podcast got put out about Shane Dawson where he was talking and making jokes about... They were inappropriate and awkward jokes, but they were still jokes, and you'd have to be so thick to think that he was being serious. Now, ONISION is doing his very best to find as many clips that back up this absolutely ridiculous theory that has been put down a long time ago. But no, ONISION doesn't stop. because he is filled with that jealousy because, oh, Shane made it somewhere and you didn't. That's all this is about, and it's so obvious. You're petty whining about how he's gone somewhere and you haven't, and he won't talk to you anymore, and that bugs you, doesn't it? That really bugs you, because you're starting to realize how irrelevant you're becoming. You're really starting to realize that. And you posted a tweet on Twitter saying, if you're gonna call someone irrelevant, make sure you're relevant yourself. What? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Anyone can call you irrelevant if you're irrelevant. That makes no sense. What? Okay, so let's take a look at some of these tweets about Shane Dawson, because he has gone mental on Twitter. So here he has a tweet saying, when you speak out against predators, a lot of people try to silence you. Mothers try to silence their daughters from exposing their fathers. Friends will betray you if you call out another friend for victimizing you. Those people are scum. Let the truth be known. Again, you're absolutely manipulating everyone, and you're trying to get your fans to rally against everyone else. What kind of a comparison is this? Mothers try to silence their daughters from exposing their fathers. That happens in a very small amount of cases, and you can't just call these people scum, because in a large number of these situations, the mother might be frightened, the father may be abusive. You can't just make this insane comparison, and you can't just call these people scum for, in most cases, being scared. Okay, so that has nothing to do with what's going on here. The way he's written this has made it seem like Shane is 100% a disgusting, filthy that will and destroy children. It's so mental. You're such a psychopath for thinking this. It's ridiculous. Well, I highly doubt he actually thinks this is true. I think he's just stirring the pot, trying to gain some relevancy, trying to cause a stir, cause a hubbub, but this is all going to fall flat on your face when you get sued. When you get sued for slander. Let's look a little deeper into his Twitter. Here we have another one that says, if you see a family member filming your 12-year-old cousin and telling her to give someone a on camera, please take them outside and educate them on what we do with. Again, ONISION is twisting the context to suit his own narrative, and oh my god, does he bang on about when people twist context to suit their narrative. And that's what you do in every last one of your tweets. You're such a hypocrite. Yes, if someone was doing that seriously, then yes, we'd have a serious problem on our hands. But was he doing it seriously? No, of course he wasn't. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. And how on earth does that prove that he's a... It doesn't. The only way it would is if you twist the context to make it seem like that. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I lost my when I was 13. That's 1 year off of this girl. I believe at that age it was a big thing on my mind, quite a lot, and I think that's the same with most young boys and girls. So I think Shane Dawson just understands that, you know, these jokes are a little bit inappropriate, but he's like a family member that's safe and friendly. You can make funny little jokes like that. It really doesn't matter. Some of them are a bit overly inappropriate, and they're not jokes that I would make. Can I make this point? Some of these jokes I do think are inappropriate, and you probably shouldn't say, but that doesn't prove that he's a... Not on any level. You are bat insane, and the only person on earth that thinks that. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? I'm not a massive Shane Dawson fan. I can just see when you're trying to bully someone and twist the context to suit yourself. I've never been a massive Shane Dawson fan, but I like the guy. I think he's a nice, genuine person, unlike yourself. You're a shady, twisted, manipulative little And Shane Dawson is actually a nice guy. He's actually a really nice guy, and he understands jokes. He understands when they can go a bit too far, yes. But that's the kind of person he is, isn't he? He makes controversial jokes, much like you've done in your past. You've got to stop this, because you will get sued at some point. If you keep pushing this like you're doing, you will get sued. And the same thing will happen again. You will lose so many viewers because you think you're going to gain something out of this. You think by stirring the pot, making these accusations, getting everyone riled up, you're going to gain some sort of relevancy. But no, you're going to be despised and hated and lose your whole fan base until all you have left are the children you've manipulated and twisted to your own agenda. And maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want to have loads of kiddie fans that you can just happily rate on your disgusting channel. So this pretty much covers the extent of this sociopath, this complete manipulator, this absolute deceiver, this snake in the grass. That pretty much covers all I want to say on this matter for today. Yeah, I did say last time that I wanted to move away from talking about ONISION all the time, and I do want to do that, but this is something I had to talk about. I think you can understand when this is one time when I really should talk about this. This is a very important thing to speak up about, I think. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care.